Alright, so now it's Sandbird, I think, maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. It's like, because there's gonna be like... Yeah, it's like, I think it's like 8 red coins with Sandbird. Because I think red coins with... Or is it red coins with the fish? Okay, yeah, Sandbird is born. I think red coins with the fish is the 6th one. I'm trying to remember where the last one is, but I can't. Oh, there's an LPNT race. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Flood helpfully reminding us that that was the hover nozzle, which is what you come equipped with by default in every single level of this game. Not sure why Garrett ground pounded there, but whatever. Now into the Sandbird egg.
You know, this makes total sense.
Now this is a level, I've watched some speedruns of this game, and as they always tend to describe, this was a level that was the speedrunner's nightmare. Because it's for 120 shines, because you can use a trick to not have to do it in like a minimum shine run, but 80%. But the issue with this one was that it's an auto-scroller. It takes 20 years. You have to wait through the entire thing to get the last red coin. Well, luckily with rocket nozzle storage, you can actually make your way over and get every single red coin and all the blue coins, and then be on your way. I believe there's 2 different setups between if you're doing 100% or 120 shines, or if you're doing. Well. Time to sit around and talk, guys, because we are going to have to wait.
Start again.
You could do that. That is an innate possibility, and it does save the blue coins when you get them. You might as well get all the blue coins on the clouds while you're here.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Anyway, I believe there's 2 different setups depending on if you just need the red coins for a, oh my god, he missed it.
That's unfortunate.
If you need all the
At least
blue
I got
coins
that.
for a 120 shine run, or if you're just doing the every shine in like the every standard level shine. Alright, so Sandbird Trial 2. Sandbird does have nice music. It's hard to play on the piano, but it is very nice. It's nice and relaxing, you know, it's kind of like elevator music, because that's essentially what this level is. You get in and you wait until you're at the next level. And oh my god, please don't die already.
I'm not. I was on purpose. Jeez, hold on.
Uh-oh. Garrett just barely makes it on. I can't wait for him to have to deal with the twist that this level provides.
Hold on, I want this, please.
Get it? Twist. Oh, I am just so clever. Are you gonna get the blue coin?
No, screw that one.
Looks like this is not a 120 shine run anymore.
Sorry, guys.
No, I doubt Garrett would ever have the skill to pull that off.
Probably not. So, what do we do when we're here? We just chill?
You just chill on the neck of the Sandbird. And so we wait. And now it's just about surviving as the Sandbird climbs the towers. I've always wondered if these towers like a reference to something. Like, it'd be neat if this level was a reference to Mario 64's Wing Cap level, but I'm actually not sure if it is. I should probably look into that. So, how's everyone's day going? Oh, finally. You know, Sandbird actually isn't as long as I remember it being.
No, it really isn't that bad. And don't fall off.
Yeah. Even then, like, even on perfect runs, I still remember it taking way longer to get up there. Alright, so now I believe it's Il Piantissimo. Which, Il Piantissimo is a joke, though I do believe this one is generally considered one of the more difficult ones, if you can really call what he does difficult. Yes, Il Piantissimo. And if you don't watch any YouTube channels that give you obscure facts, and notice the air quotes in the way I said that, about video games, then boy do I have the fact for you. Il Piantissimo's model, underneath his mask, because you know he's clearly not a Pianta, it's actually the Running Man and the Mailman from Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, which were hit games on the N64, remade for the 3DS. And also released in like some probably Zelda anniversary pack on the GameCube or something. Speaking of Majora's Mask, you know, I don't know why the internet loves that game so much. I mean, like, it's good, but I feel like I like Majora's Mask too. I'm not saying it's bad, but I really don't understand why the internet claims it's so like superior to Ocarina of Time. Like, in all honesty, those two are like, I don't know. I feel like the hype around both of them in every instance is just not like deserved. Because I feel like a lot of the Majora's Mask, people were like, "Oh man, Majora's Mask is so good, best Zelda game, yada yada." I feel like a lot of that was just.
That's not deserved.
I feel like that was in response to people claiming Ocarina of Time was the best Zelda game. Which I feel like, now that, you know, Breath of the Wild is out, we can objectively say that that's wrong.
Some people will disagree still.
Yeah, some people disagree, but some people are wrong.
I'm not going to say Ocarina of Time was bad. That's for sure.
I will not say any Zelda game is bad. I personally think all of them have, like, good qualities.
I know, my favorite, actually, is the ones released, oh crap. I like the ones not released on the Nintendo console, you know?
Garrett likes the portable Legend of Zelda games, is what he's trying to say.
I'm not talking about the portable.
Oh, you're talking about the CDI
I'm
ones.
talking about the CDI games.
Oh.
Those are the best.
You know, I actually met someone...
Wait, am I supposed to keep going over there?
Yeah, you're meant to keep going.
Dang it, Chris.
The CDI games, I met someone. It was at a JCPenney's. It was the cashier. They
actually own one?
They owned the CDI games, and they loved them.
Really?
Because I was buying some Zelda shirt, because, you know, whenever you want a Zelda shirt, you go to JCPenney's, obviously. And this cashier, she was very nice, and, you know, I didn't berate her for this. She was talking about how much she loved the CDI games.
That's awesome.
And I was like, wow. And I was like, I love them too for completely different reasons.
That's incredible.
And, you know, I guess nostalgia... I mean, I suppose there's probably merit to playing them at least. I mean, I doubt it's really an enjoyable experience, but, I'm sure there's merit to some extent to playing them. And I'm sure, like, their nostalgia isn't the only reason that she liked them. I don't know, man.
You can't have nostalgia for something that you didn't like in the first place, I feel like.
Oh, you can.
Not nearly like that.
You can have nostalgia for things that weren't good.
Yeah, but...
Because to a kid, almost anything can be good.
Yeah, but she's like, I love those CDI games. I mean, that's just a lie, man.
No. She could have loved them. As a kid, almost anything can be good. And if it's the only, like, game console you have, as the only form of entertainment you have, then that is a... You can legitimately, like, enjoy your time with them.
Jeez,
See, Chris says the CDI games don't count. But, you know it does count. Link's Crossbow Training. Best Legend of Zelda game. But no, like, I had... let's see, what game... Let's see, I'm trying to think of a game that I had that was legitimately not very good, but I still liked it. I never owned either of the Star Fox games, actually. Like, the GameCube ones, never owned them. But I did have Spyro Enter the Dragonflight, which was actually so bad that even I understood it was bad as a kid. But I had Spyro A Hero's Tale, which is alright. It carries on a bit long, and it's not the best, but it's still okay. And I can understand its flaws now. But as a kid, I really liked it, because it was like, oh cool, dragon protagonist. But anyway, back to the Zelda topic. Zelda as a whole, I feel like is a very, like, good series. I feel like there is no bad Zelda game that Nintendo made. And I really feel like some of the games deserve, like, get unwarranted praise, like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. And some games get unwarranted hate, like Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks.
You know what actually is a good Zelda game though? Like a more recent one?
What?
Triforce Heroes.
Triforce Heroes is a good Zelda game,
like that.
though it's
different from the formula, honestly.
yeah.
You know?
Triforce Heroes, I think Triforce Heroes kind of suffers from the fact that there's like nobody that plays anymore.
Yeah. Well, actually, honestly, the people that are on it right now, I think they're pretty good still.
Yeah, but a lot of it, like, it's kind of hard to get everywhere, like, everything you need to be. The only reason I was able to get every outfit easily was because I went to the arena and I just murdered people. And like 80% of the time they were like AFK, and I was like, nice. But Triforce Heroes is good. I feel like it kind of suffers a bit from the fact that it's very multiplayer based. Then that's a problem you're always going to have with multiplayer games, is that when it requires an online presence to exist, and when it already wasn't that large, because I feel like Triforce Heroes, you know, it wasn't like the most bought 3DS game. When it requires that multiplayer experience and the audience already isn't that large, or what do you, oh, the weird water effects? Yeah. It's probably due to your HD texture pack.
I don't know, maybe.
But, when there's a small audience to begin with, and it goes down over the time, you lose a lot in a game when it's that multiplayer based. You can still play Triforce Heroes, but it's very slow to do it alone.
Every Call of Duty game.
I kind of wonder if Federation Force is kind of like that, because no one played Metroid Prime Federation Force because everyone was really mad because it quote unquote wasn't a Metroid game. But I heard, but from the people who actually played it, I heard they found it really enjoyable. Just the biggest problem was no one played it because people were mad.
At the beginning, they were just like, "It's a soccer game," and everyone's like, "Okay, this is kind of cool." And then all of a sudden, they showed the full game, and then they were just like, "This is supposed to be Metroid."
Yeah.
How dare you guys? Because like I know people who were like, "Yeah, if it had been a soccer game that they just released for maybe like $15 on the eShop, I'd be like, I would totally get it."
Yeah, what Garrett's saying is just that people are saying if it was just the soccer game demo they showed off, then they probably would have bought it if it was for like $15. But yeah, and so yeah, so I kind of wonder about Metroid Prime Federation Force, because I feel like that is a game where you had essentially a week to play, and that's it. That's essentially all you had. Because it was essentially going to be everyone buying the game who want to buy it, which is like a small audience. And that's it. And then it's like, it probably dropped a lot, because inevitably, of the people who bought it, people are not going to be happy with it and stop playing pretty quickly. They have sort of the dedicated fans, but at this point in the 3DS's lifespan, with that small of an audience, I'm almost positive you get zero multiplayer. You passed him. You passed Shadow Mario. Anyway, so why don't we talk a bit about this actual game. So, as I mentioned, the only thing you have to do in every stage is beat Shadow Mario. Which, the 8th level of every stage is almost always sort of a final wrap-up on that level's theming. Like, and I think that's one of the best things about Mario Sunshine as a whole, is that it does a surprising amount of subtle world building. Like, this whole thing is like, this whole level, Jalala Beach, is about the Sandbird Festival, and I believe the Melon Contest is actually related to it in some way. Pinna Park is about, like, helping a failed amusement park, essentially.
On that pole?
Yes. Let's see here. Bianco Hills is about this village, traumatized by PD Piranha and all of their stuff going wrong because of, like, the ink and stuff that PD Piranha makes. Rico Harbor's the same idea about Gooper Blooper. Nico Bay has a really good, like, Nico Bay is my least favorite, level, like, series of levels in this game, because I just don't like it too much. I think it's slow. But I can still understand, like, that it's, that people like it. And I can, and I'm not saying I don't have fun with it, it's just I don't tend to like, or Noki Bay. Yeah, no, slip of the tongue there. Yeah, Nokibe, by far my least favorite set of levels in this game. But even then, it's like, oh, we have this poisoned. It's like, you have to go and you have to stop the water from being poisoned. And then it's revealed that, oh, what you thought was causing it wasn't. Oh, it's this eel that's, like, breathing out poison. So yeah, every level in this game has a theme. Like, oh my gosh, please don't die to the bees.
I have no idea where.
What is this? Breath of the Wild? But anyway. So yeah, every level in this game has theming, which is nice. And I think it does that well with a lot of, like, compared to other Mario levels, or Mario games. Because in Mario 64, it's just kind of, you don't really do much throughout every level that really affects it. Like, Bomb on Battlefield, you just kind of, a lot of it is just objective-based, none of the objectives really match up. The level will change a bit to fit your objective, but the only thing that really changes is the use of cannons when you beat King Babam. But other than that, there really isn't much. Same with Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2. Like, the closest thing you get is, like, the Fire and Ice world, I think, in Mario Galaxy 2, I think, where they essentially start, where you go on fire in one level and ice in another, and they essentially kind of mesh together in the third part. And I think Mario does cause that, but I'm not sure. Are you gonna take any longer with this Shadow Mario?
Huh? I couldn't find him for this whole time.
You know, people can beat him in like 5 seconds.
How?
It's essentially a splash spraying. I don't remember the proper term, but it's like, it involves pressing down the, like the hard analog real quick.
Not do that with your hand.
Like this? My double jointed, my joints make that noise? It's amusing.
I would have died right there if I hadn't died. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure our audience is dying with how long it's taking for you to beat Shadow Mario. Oh my gosh! Alright, take your bets, folks. Will Garrett die to Shadow Mario?
How much more do I have to hit?
I don't know, maybe you should try beating him. Secret tip, Garrett. You beat the game by winning.
See, like, I hit him a good, like, 35.
Well, yeah, you have to hit him a decent amount. I mean, what's a level if, like, you can beat it in 5 seconds and you're not a speedrunner, you know? Alright, this should be a good stretch of damage for Garrett. And now he runs away again. Are you gonna go touch the goop?
No, I'm gonna die if I do that.
The goop? The Yoshi goop?
Oh, you can't see.
You can't see.
Well, he just about ran into me.
It was really funny if he died and we didn't know why. Mario Sunshine is such a good game. It's like, as I've mentioned before, it's the perfect flawed game. And I think oh,
right
finally.
Jeez. You dead?
Yes.
What's he doing?
That's his losing animation.
He's just doing that constantly.
Uh-oh, you took too long.
What? No!
Yeah, he's on the ground sort of wailing about, as a small child does.
Because I took too long?
No, because you beat him.
But now he just... No.
He got back up because you didn't approach him.
I was right next to him!
You have to go, like, right... I think you might have to press, like, B. I think there might be
No, there was no...
But you have to go right up to him, and then he'll be like, Drat, I would have bested you, yada yada. Yeah, you messed up. Don't you know... Don't you remember from your first, Shadow Mario fight? You can just jump on them, you don't have to ground pound them. Alright, with a rookie mistake, forgetting the mechanics of the entire game. Oh, launch the Cataquack. Oh, you can kill Cataquacks?
Trying to get these coins. Whatever. Yeah, you can kill them.
You're not.
Alright, well. Guess you gotta try it all again.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I think he respawns with less health, but still, that was a rookie mistake on your end.
You didn't help him ran away for like a good, like 5 minutes. Could not find.
Well, it's almost like. Well, he doesn't regen health. He only, like, gets health back when you take 20 years to catch up to him after beating him. I think that's mainly... I think the reason that exists is in case you get him in essentially an almost inaccessible area. And you just got cataquacked. Now then, while Garrett whines about beating Shadow Mario, I'm going to talk about why Super Mario Sunshine is the perfect flawed game. Now, I can admit, this game has flaws. I mean, what game doesn't? And even if you look on a series as stellar as Mario, like, there are flaws within it. Super Mario 64, by God, that camera is rough. And I can understand the limitation of the time. Limitation of the time. You're not doing it right.
I think I'm doing it.
No, you're not. You're not doing it right.
He's getting destroyed right here.
You're just rapid fire. You have to press the analog, like, yeah. It's like... Oh, you also have to jump. You have to jump as well. You have to jump at the same time. It's like you jump and press in. No, that's still not it. It's a burst of water is what happens. That was it.
Oh, I see.
Anyway. Now, while Garrett's controller drowns me out entirely.
I know, I'm listening to it. I can hear it.
Yeah, of course you can. It's because you're like, you know, don't try it too much. You don't want to hurt yourself. So anyway, this is why Super Mario Sunshine is the perfect flawed game. So yeah, every game has its flaws. Mario 64, the camera is bad. In fairness, there's limitations. It was like one of the first games to try that. Odyssey's flaw, I mean, in all honesty, some of the moons are just kind of there, and I understand why they're, like, some of the moons are just kind of, like, not as strong as others. And then that's understandable. There you go. Now, oh. No, he did. Oh, he's doing a slide. That wasn't his death animation. Anyway, some of the moons are kind of weak. They're just kind of out there, and I understand that's for people who don't have a lot of time on their hands.
Okay. So
yeah, so you have to get close enough. No, you weren't.